All
A
right,
pregnant
so I'm
woman
not going
on
to
the
follow
day
that.
she was
He's
set to
saying
be
in
induced,
this police
and her
report
partner
is
put his
this is
hands on
not the
her.
first
The
time
victim
that you've
asked
been
for no
abusive to her.
contact order to
She
be
was
lifted,
pregnant and
but
she
Judge
was
Boyd
going
isn't
to
having
be
it.
induced
She reads the police
that day,
report,
and you decided to put your
bruising,
hands on her.
swelling, busted vessels in the eye. She refuses to follow the plea agreement. Watch as she dismantles his excuses and delivers a brutal reality check. This is Judge Boyd at her most powerful.
3546, State of Texas versus Larry Casillas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Thanks to the state of Texas.
Defense?
Elizabeth Russell for Larry Casillas.
Are you Larry Casillas? Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your attorney?
I have reviewed.
I'm sorry, with your client.
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Um,
That appears to be a yes.
that's it. We're proceeding on count one.
All right, there's only one count in the indictment.
Yes.
All right. Showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're a pregnant person? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. I'm looking at this plea bargain agreement. And there's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Stephanie Ortiz.
That's her by her request, Judge.
I'm
We
not
filed an
following,
app-
I'm not going to follow that.
Even though that's her request.
No, I mean, no, even though it's a request, according to what I'm about to receive, he is a person who is hitting on, not in a loving manner, a pregnant person. I mean, was she pregnant at the time?
Yes, Your Honor.
So if, you know,
She's
I-
requesting, and I'm sorry, Judge, may I speak?
sure.
She's requesting it for her convenience. They've been doing custody exchanges for the last almost a year through a third-party person, and it's her request. She reached out to me, filled out an affidavit of non-prosecution and requested that. So
I'm not following that. So if you all want to withdraw your plea now, you can, but I am not doing a no harmful or injurious contact for somebody who's accused, and I haven't read the, the steps yet, who's accused of hitting a pregnant person.
that's fine, Judge. They're no longer in a relationship. The only relationship is for the benefit of their children. He has no interest in communicating with her beyond that.
All right, so I'm not going to follow that. So y'all have a choice. Either you can go to jury trial or either you all can change that part of your plea bargain agreement.
We're proceeding with the no contact, Judge.
All right, if you all want to change that. Court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we would just request that you follow the agreement between the state and defense. Mr. Casillas is wanting to move forward in a direction that's appropriate for his children. He understands what went wrong and he wants to take full responsibility for that. And he has had no issues since the arrest on this date, and they have been successfully co-parenting since that time. There was a CPS case, Judge, that was closed out for no finding.
All right, how old are you?
21, Your Honor.
How many children do you have?
2, Your Honor.
What are their ages?
1 year and 6 months.
1 year and what?
1 year and 6 months.
Are you employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I work at Amazon at facility warehouse.
All right, so why do you keep hitting on Stephanie Ortiz? At one point, I'm assuming you loved her because you have children with her.
Yes, Your Honor.
So why do you keep hitting on her?
It was just me not being in the right state of mind, me letting my feelings get to myself and not just thinking right and thinking straight.
That makes no sense to me.
Your Honor, it was just my fault. I just let my feelings get to myself, let her get my head and
Let what?
let her get my head, and I just reacted in a wrongful way.
No, but I mean, you're up here hitting someone. Honestly, I don't even know why I should follow this plea, but your attorney is telling me that she's filed a affidavit of non-prosecution. But according to this, she was pregnant and she was going to be induced that day, and you decided to put your hands on her. I don't understand how is she getting in your head that you would be hitting a pregnant woman who's about to deliver your child.
No, Your Honor, well, that day wasn't the day we were supposed to get induced. But I believe the hitting was before that. So it was just the marks that had came about.
But you still hit her while she was pregnant
Yes.
and she was close to her due date.
Yes.
Not that it's appropriate to hit anyone anyway,
No, it's not, Your Honor.
but obviously she was pregnant. And what she's saying in this documentation, I want you to tell you the reason why I'm saying no contact,
Yes, Your Honor.
because what she's saying in this police report is this is not the first time that you've been abusive to her. And the police took photos and she had bruising and swelling to the eye along with busted vessels in her eye. That's what you did. So the two children you have, is this a boy and a girl or two boys or two girls?
Girl and
All right. So what's your daughter's name? Sarabella.
she's a year and 7 months.
All right. So she's a year and 7 months. I guarantee you she knows that you've been abusive to her mom. Do you love your daughter?
I love her with all my
Would,
heart.
with all your heart? Would you do anything for her?
I would, Your Honor.
I used to do CPS cases and parents would tell me I will walk through fire for my children.
Yes, Your Honor.
They would say that because they knew nobody had a fire for them to walk through.
Mhm.
But I believe you when you say you love your daughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how would you feel if your daughter became of age and she ends up with somebody like you who hits on her? Would you be okay with that?
I'll be very upset, Your Honor.
And so your daughter is learning what it means to show love is to hit on people, and might makes right.
Your Honor, that's
You're going to have to change your ways.
yes,
You
Your
are
Honor.
not to have any contact with Stephanie Ortiz. And anybody else you get into a relationship yet, don't let them meet your publicist. Let them meet you and tell them, hey, want to let you know, I had this abusive acts in my background,
Yes, Your Honor.
because then they can make an informed decision about whether or not they want to date you. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with Stephanie Ortiz. There's to be the BIPP course, parenting classes, that can be with rainbows. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived once he completes parenting classes, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Positive, Your Honor.
And what are you going to be positive for?
I mean, no, negative, Your Honor.
Negative? Okay. So you haven't used anything.
No,
I think Amazon drug tests, do
yes,
they
yes,
not?
yes, I'm done, Judge. Yes, ma'am.
All right, there's to be regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits one time every 3 months. Proof of employment within 15 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
You already did mention the regular.
Yes. All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Is calling 2024 CR 7906, State of Texas versus Jonathan Saunders. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Danny Rosengart for the state.
For the
Kimberly
defense?
Bush for the defense. And I believe that Ms.
Just
Medellin
one
is out in
second.
the
Are
hall.
you Mr. Saunders?
Yes.
All right.
Come up.
All right,
I'd like
you
to
want to raise
call-
your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jonathan Summers.
All right, defense.
Okay. Mr. Saunders, you're here today because of a charge of theft of a vehicle and a lesser included of unauthorized use,
Yes.
correct? Okay. And as one of the conditions of your bond, you were required to wear an ankle monitor and be under full house arrest?
Yes.
Okay. With whom do you live?
Live by myself.
Okay. Where are you living?
I live in the trailer. Arguable.
Okay, where, in Elmendorf, okay. And you stated you lived alone. How much is your rent in this trailer?
It is $1,100 a month.
Okay. Are you going to be able to keep that place to live if you were not able to work?
No.
Okay, how many weeks have you been without work already?
Already since I've been out of job, going on 3 weeks.
Okay, so let me stop everybody. So here's the big $1 million question. The $1 million question is, one, does he have employment? Yes or no? Two, what would his hours be? And three, is the complainant aware of this? Does the complainant have any objections to this? That's what I need to know.
Okay. Where are you working and where are you planning on
I
working?
do have employment as of now. I work for DoorDash and Favor, and I can work from 8 to 8 if that's okay.
All right, so DoorDash is probably going to be a problem unless there's a zone that you all can come up with where he's not allowed to be in a specific zone.
Okay.
Because DoorDash, you can go anywhere.
Yeah,
Is April Medellin the person who you, who's involved in the complaint about the car? The alleged victim?
yes, yes.
Okay, now, where does she live?
She.
Well, just a second. I don't need to know where she lives. What I need to know is, one, does she have any objection to him having employment while he's on GPS? Two, if you all can decide, and you all can do this off docket, what geographical location, if I allow him to work for DoorDash, what geographical location is he not going to be allowed to go in? That's the information I need.
May I step back so I can
Yes.
find the witness?
Sure. 2024 CR 007906, Jonathan Saunders. And where we left off, your client was still on the witness stand. Do you have any other questions for him?
Have you done any other kind of work in the past?
Yes, I've been warehouse.
Okay. Is it your intention to seek a job doing warehousing again?
Yes,
Okay, and you would like to have hours open so that that would be a possibility?
yes,
Okay. Now you understand you have a no contact order
yes,
with April Medellin? Okay. And you're going to abide by that no contact order? All right. That's all I have for this witness.
All right, any other questions? All right. You may step off the witness stand if you move to the right. Call your next witness.
I'd like to call Ms. April Medellin.
All right, Ms. Medellin, if you'll come forward. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you're gonna have to keep your voice up so the court reporter can.
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
April Medellin?
All right, any questions?
Yes. Now, you're the person who called the police in the case that led to this case we're here on today, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and that's the theft of a vehicle with a lesser included of an unauthorized use of a vehicle?
That's correct.
Okay, now, Jonathan Gray Saunders, the defendant in this case, you know he's currently on full house arrest, correct? With an ankle monitor? All right. How do you feel about that full house arrest being removed to either just GPS tracking or partial house arrest?
That was another one.
Okay. Do you have any objections to Mr. Saunders being able to go out and work? Do you have any objections to him doing something like DoorDash and or Favor? Okay,
All right, so the court reporter can't hear. I can't
No.
hear. Okay, thank you.
all right. Is there any kind of work that he could do that would be objectionable to you?
Nothing.
Okay. Now, can you think of any reason why you would want for him to remain under full house arrest?
Not this time.
Okay. So you don't feel that him going out and being able to be out in the community represents any kind of threat to you or to your family? Okay, that's all I have.
State.
no questions, Doctor.
All right, so are you the complainant in the assault bodily injury case?
Yes.
All right, so when's the last time you had contact with Mr. Saunders?
The night of the incident.
All
Or
right.
the next day, actually, when he got arrested.
All right. So when he got arrested, that's the last time you had contact with him? And did he contact you
Correct.
after he was arrested?
Oh, before he got arrested, I had talked to him that day, but after that, after he got arrested, I haven't heard from him.
All right. Do you all have any children together?
No, just my kids, his stepchildren.
All right. So were you all allegedly, did you all live together?
Yes.
All right. And do you know where he's living now or who he's staying with? All right. So if the court were to lift the no contact order, what that would still mean is if he's working, he still can't have contact with you. So if you were to call him and contact him and he answered, or you all decide, we want to get back together, and he comes over to your house, if the police end up going to your house and he's there, whether you want him there or not, he's going to get arrested. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Do you have anything you think that I should know regarding Mr. Saunders? All right. Thank you so much for coming down. All right. Thank you.
Good day.
You too.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Ms.
Yes,
Medley.
I'll hear argument. It's your motion.
Your Honor, people need to be able to work in order to fulfill their commitments to themselves, their creditors, and society. People also need to be able to work because it keeps them occupied, and it is a very good way to get your life heading in a better direction. Mr. Saunders has a place that he's paying for by himself. I would like to very much see him continue forward with that positive momentum. I believe you could tell, at least it appeared to me as though the complaining witness has no current fear of him. There was no tension or drama in the courtroom this morning. And I think that he will be able to meet whatever conditions you set up. And Your Honor, I'm just asking that you grant this motion and drop the monitoring to just GPS tracking and keeping the no contact order in place. And if you wouldn't do that, just give us partial house arrest with liberal hours so that he can make a living.
All right, State.
Your Honor, on this one, so, on the case, on the assault case that happened March 5th, 2024, again, and once he was arrested, there was a no contact order.
I'm sorry, March 5th.
March 5th, 2024, there was a no contact order that was put in place. As defense already questioned one of the witnesses, she called the police on May 2nd, 2024. So it's something that we seriously have concerns about, and picking up new cases as well. So we're going to oppose defense's motion.
Your Honor, I understand the theory of why the state is opposing it. However, my client has testified that he will not violate the terms. My client has not violated these terms since May. Yes, they did happen to end up together in May following the March incident.
What do we mean by they happen to end up together? And I don't want you to get into the facts
I
of your
don't
case.
know too much about the facts, which is why I phrased it in that kind of way, but
All right, so here's the court's concern. State has just informed the court that there was a protective order in March. And I understand that sometimes people have protective orders and then they decide they're going to get back together. And then they live together. And then there's an argument or something happens. Police get called and they see that someone is under a protective order. Do you understand that you are not allowed to have any contact with her? What, is there something that you do not understand about that?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I believe that the time he spent in jail was quite enough to explain to him in no uncertain terms that, in fact, the court is serious about this.
All right, State, he has to work.
Understand.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court will give you partial GPS for employment only. You're not allowed to do any type of work that involves minors. You're not allowed to be a home healthcare provider. And these employment situations where it's DoorDash or some other thing where you're driving, Lyft, Uber, you're not allowed to do those things. You need to find employment where it's a brick and mortar location. Do you understand? All right, so this is what the court is going to do. There's going to be partial GPS for employment only. He's allowed to seek employment Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If for some reason there is, I don't know, an interview that is going to happen at 8 a.m., your attorney will need to let the court know. And then more likely than not, I'll probably approve that. Do you understand? Is there anything you do not understand about the court's instructions? If you have contact with the complainant, I do not care if she calls you and you all think you're getting back together and you go to her home or you decide to go out to dinner together. If the police end up arresting you, that's going to be a violation of your bond conditions and you're going to get arrested. And then we're going to have a hearing on whether or not you should remain in custody. Is there anything you do not understand about the court's instructions? All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
The judge learns that the complainant and Saunders were living together, and there was a no-contact order from a previous incident in March. The state opposes the motion because Saunders allegedly had contact with the complainant in May. The judge warns Saunders, "If you have contact with the complainant, I do not care if she calls you. If the police end up arresting you, that's going to be a violation." She grants partial GPS for employment only, but prohibits DoorDash, Uber, or Lyft. He needs to find employment at a brick-and-mortar location. He's allowed to seek employment Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This case shows the judge balancing the need for employment with the need to protect the complainant. The message is clear: work is allowed, but contact is not. If you found these cases as compelling as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.